CBS News Bay Area Afternoon Edition with Ann Mekovic.
And right now in the afternoon edition, outage after outage have San Francisco neighbors fed up with PG&E. And today they are voicing their frustrations. Good afternoon, I'm Ryan Yamamoto in for Ann. The latest issue for PG&E, a transformer fire last night. About 11,000 customers in the city's west side were in the dark for hours. Our Kevin Coe joins us live on Irving Street in the Sunset, where neighbors and business owners now demanding compensation for the power company. Kevin.
Ryan, coming to you live inside Irving Seafood Market, one of several business owners we heard from in the Sunset who say PG&E is not doing enough. Currently, where things stand, PG&E is offering a $2,500 bill credit to business owners and merchants. I want to give you a live look at why Tina, who owns Irving Seafood Market, says that's just not enough. Here's a live look right now at live seafood that is kept in different tanks here. The thing here is all these tanks have electrical pumps, and when those pumps go out, all this seafood, well, they can't survive. And that's exactly what has happened here. Tina's saying her costs really total up near $5,000 or even more. And that's what she and other business owners are asking for today. Also an increase from a $200 credit to a $500 credit for residents as well. Take a listen to what we heard from some of those concerned today.
We lost over half our business. Like Saturday's our most busy day. It's the weekend right before Christmas. You know, it's like everybody's coming in and then just like that, just nothing. $2,500, but that's not even enough to like recoup half the sales that day.
So as we've reported, these outages, they go far beyond the Sunset as well. Actually, earlier today, we were in the Richmond where we spoke with someone who was dealing with outage after outage. Take a look.
Everybody's kind of generally being pacified with just $200, where it seems like people who are being affected more should be further compensated. Yeah, I'm annoyed. It's frustrating.
Jacob Gain can empathize with his frustrated customers. Working at the coffee movement in the Richmond, he's dealt with several outages through the holiday season, including last night when a transformer went up in flames on Balboa Street.
I tried to kind of dangerously, with flashlight in my mouth, continue making dinner. I just want to be able to finish out the year without this being a consistent issue. I know that it's probably difficult to have to deal with transformers exploding and what have you. It just needs to be dealt with as quickly as possible and not a temporary solution.
Potential paths are already being explored across the city. Supervisor Connie Chan sharing online she would reaffirm the city's almost decade-long efforts to acquire PG&E. SFPUC tells CBS News Bay Area the city made an offer to purchase the electrical grid from PG&E, which was declined. The Office of City Attorney David Chu also stating in part, after PG&E declined those offers, San Francisco petitioned the California Public Utilities Commission in 2021 to begin the valuation process, the state-required review to determine the fair value of the electric grid. That process is underway, along with the required environmental review.
So, Ryan, you're seeing all of these outages reignite the city's efforts to take over PG&E, acquire PG&E. But for the immediate future, whether it's residents here in the Sunset, business owners as well, they just say they're fed up.
Yeah, it's just tough for a lot of those mom and pop businesses that are already operating on thin margins. Okay, Kevin Coe reporting live in the Sunset for us. In the meantime, as he had mentioned, after the PG&E substation fire and mass outage last week, State Senator Scott Wiener said he would introduce a bill next year to renew the effort for San Francisco to break away from PG&E and form its own publicly owned utility.
This points to a much broader and deeper issue. PG&E is too big. It's not adequately investing in its infrastructure.
And we'll continue to update you on the fallout from these issues on PG&E, on air online at kpix.com, and streaming on the free CBS News app. In Menlo Park, a group of siblings raced into a house fire to save the people living inside. Take a look at this.
Get the little girl!
Yeah, they sprang into action. This is cell phone video captured by members of a Christian youth group out of Redwood City. The siblings were coming home from the movies and spotted the fire at the house on Hill Avenue. Video shows them approaching their home engulfed in flames, yelling to get everyone out of that house.
And then our brothers pulled up and we were all constantly knocking on the window because we seen the cars and we seen shoes outside the door. And so we were sure that were people in the house. So we started knocking, and then quickly one of our little brothers broke through the back, and then he seen a fire and started hosing.
Well, that family did make it out safely. One person was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and 2 dogs did die in that fire. Firefighters say the fire started in the kitchen. No word yet on the cause of that blaze. San Jose police are on the hunt for a man who ransacked a popular local bakery. This is security video from Peter's Bakery on Alum Rock Avenue. You can see him yelling and pushing items off the counter. Outside, the same man attacked a customer recording on her phone. The bakery and police hope you will recognize the man and call in a tip. New video from the Lick Observatory on Mount Hamilton that was damaged from 114-mile-an-hour winds. This happened during last Thursday's storm. You could see it from our chopper. The powerful winds tore off the dorm shutter and landed on top of the roof of an adjacent building. And crews used a crane to lift it off. The telescope is okay, but the dome did suffer significant damage. The observatory now closed to make repairs. Okay, now to our first alert weather right now. Sunny skies as a lot of people enjoying some time off before the new year. Beautiful sunny day. The Golden Gate Bridge looking nice and strong right now, but we do have some changes on the way. Here's meteorologist Jessica Birch.
All right, so let's take a look at those changes. As we head into the next 24 hours, we're going from the sunny skies we see right now with beautiful weather into this afternoon. Let's take a look at these numbers real fast, by the way. 60s and 50s widespread throughout the Bay Area, to cloudy skies tomorrow, and then eventually we're actually going to hold on tight to some wet weather as early as Wednesday. I want to start off with that in the forecast, though, because it's a dry day today, a great day to get out there and get some fresh air, but starting the new year and moving forward as we wrap up this week, heading into this weekend to kick off 2026, wet weather is right around the corner, and that starts as early as Wednesday morning, pushing in from the south. This is going to move in from Monterey all the way up into Salinas and Santa Cruz Wednesday morning, just around 6, 7, 8 a.m. Heavier showers will start to form into the evening hours that night. I want to time this out and let you know the rainfall totals coming up in just a bit and how that's going to impact us. But for now, it's a sunny day. Like, I can't stress enough. Get out there and get some fresh air. I'll have more on that forecast coming up in just a bit. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Jess. Well, this is one of the busiest weeks of the holiday travel period. Quite a few travelers were at SFO this morning, but it looks like the lines for security didn't get too long. We heard from travelers who say they did not run into any major issues.
It was fine, no problem at all. We came from Vancouver, and no traffic through the city because we went through around 4:30 in the morning.
I came from Kansas, from Denver Airport, though.
Any hiccups today?
Not too much. It was a slight delay, but that's all, really.
Meantime, wild winter weather in the Midwest prompted hundreds of flight cancellations over the weekend. This is video in Minnesota where cars were caught in the middle of a blizzard. State Patrol says the snowstorm caused more than 300 cars to slide off the road. In the meantime, roofs were ripped off homes in central Illinois after suspected tornadoes tore through Mount Zion. In just a few days, it will cost you 50 cents more to cross 7 of the Bay Area's bridges. Tolls for regular cars and trucks will increase to $8.50, then go up 50 cents each year through 2030. The Bay Area Toll Authority says the money raised from the increases will go towards maintenance and operations for the 7 bridges and to pay down bond debt. California transportation authorities are backing off a court fight over high-speed rail. State officials say they've dropped a lawsuit against the Trump administration for pulling about $4 billion in federal money for the project. Now they say the focus shifts to state funding and private investors to raise the $100 billion that are needed. Still ahead at noon and streaming on CBS News Bay Area, an incredible game by Brock Purdy and the 49ers in prime time. What the victory could mean for the team's chance to play the Super Bowl on their home field. Plus, with Christmas now in the books, what do you do with that Christmas tree? How the city of San Francisco is giving them new purpose.
Here is Williams. He's got to throw it to the end zone. Clock has expired. Williams keeps the play alive. He's looking. He's got to get rid of it. Retreating. He throws. Incomplete.
Oh, in the words of Vern Glenn, Victory Monday! A nail-biter of finish as the 49ers sealed their win at Levi Stadium against the Chicago Bears. A game coming down to the very last play. It was an instant classic on Sunday Night Football. Matt Lively looks at the key plays and how the Niners could clinch home field advantage through the playoffs.
This is the Audi Red and Gold Report.
What a game from Levi's Stadium. Not even an old country western has a shootout like the one that we saw between the Bears and 49ers on Sunday Night Football. The Bears and Niners traded blows all game long, but the 49ers got the final stop as time expired.
They stepped it up huge, man. Probably made too many mistakes, but to get it done, they're at their best when their best was needed, and to stop them on that last drive was huge.
Everybody, all the captains, they're saying this is going to be an ice bag game and an empty the tank kind of game, so I emptied it out. I'm surprised I didn't throw up out there, but it was a good game, man. I'm glad we got the dub.
The Niners offense did it again, scoring 40-plus for a second straight week. Brock Purdy had 3 passing and 2 rushing scores, becoming the 6th QB since the merger with back-to-back games of 5-plus touchdowns from the air and ground.
Again? Yeah. Again? Yeah. Again? DJ Khaled, again? You know what I'm saying? We the biggest. That's Brock, though. Yeah, I don't expect nothing less.
That boy Brock, man, he putting on for Gilbert, Arizona, man. So I gotta always show love to Brock, man. He's doing a fantastic job, and I love that he's heating up the way he is right before the playoffs.
The Niners now need a win next week against Seattle to clinch the 1 seed. That game will be played Saturday.
They know what time it is. I ain't got to say too much.
I mean, we've earned this. This is the game that we want. We love that it's here. We love an opportunity to never leave here again this year, and we got that opportunity Saturday night.
For the Red and Gold Report, I'm Matt Lively.
Hey, good news if you're headed to Tahoe to ring in the new year. The latest round of storms delivered a big boost for skiing. This is a live look at Palisades Tahoe Ski Resort. Beautiful powder there. Some mountains around the Tahoe area in the Central Sierra reporting 3 to 5 feet of snow over the past 3 days, with more snow in the forecast. Sharp turnaround after a slow start to the season with warmer days and limited snow earlier this month. So back to our first alert weather. Let's give you a live look outside down here in the Bay Area. Transamerica Tower looking very tall on this Monday as we say farewell to 2025 very soon, not just yet. So let's check in with meteorologist Jessica Birch. Beautiful day on tap.
Beautiful day today. Big changes just in time to ring in the new year. We have rain right around the corner on New Year's Eve, and that's leading us into New Year's Day too. But I'm going to pull up the floor map and I want to paint the picture just a little bit. We have a coastal flood advisory starting New Year's Eve for all the highlighted zones and counties on this map, including San Francisco and along our shoreline, as the king tides return all the way down into Santa Cruz too. Now that starts Wednesday, but from now until then we have some big changes on tap for us as well. 60s and 50s in store for us today throughout the Bay Area, but as early as tomorrow, the clouds start rolling in from the south as we gear up for some rain that starts Wednesday too. So Wednesday, not only are we concerned about coastal flooding, we're concerned about some showers right around the corner as we lead into the new year. That's going to be the case as we head into Thursday, Friday, lasting into this weekend as well. So just to time this out to start off this week, today, blue skies widespread throughout the Bay Area. This is tomorrow evening. Those clouds starting to surge in from the south as we gear up for some heavy showers starting to form as we head into Wednesday afternoon. Starting off nice and light, of course, pushing in from the south from Monterey up into Santa Cruz, up along the peninsula just around lunchtime, but into the overnight hours that night, that's when it starts to get a little bit heavier, and that's what we're tracking closely. So you take a look at the next 7 days, we're not out of the clear just after the new year. No, we're staying wet as we head into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Monday of next week as well. Rain is returning to the Bay Area, similar to what we dealt with last week. So today, this blue sky, sunny day that we have, get out there and enjoy it if you can. We have some big changes as early as Wednesday afternoon, and we'll continue to track that storm system pushing in from the south right around the corner. For now, back to you.
Well, with Christmas now behind us, people will be trying to get rid of their Christmas trees. San Francisco's annual tree recycling program starts this Friday. Residents can leave their trees beside their compost bin the night before their ecology collection day for free pickup. Trees need to be clean of any decorations like lighting, tinsel, and ornaments. Fire officials say it's important to dispose of your trees promptly.
You want to get those dry trees out of your house as soon as you can. Dry trees can ignite and catch on fire very easily.
Recycled trees will be turned into compost. Lights and other electronic decorations can be disposed of separately at Cole hardware stores all across the city for a limited time. Well, still ahead, researchers flagging major risks when it comes to loneliness. How they say social isolation could raise a person's chances of some major illnesses. Well, it's said that the holidays are the most wonderful time of the year, but that's not always true. For a lot of Americans, it's a time of isolation. According to a recent study from the AARP, 40% of adults aged 45 and older struggle with loneliness. Men have higher rates of feeling lonely than women. Mental health experts attribute the loneliness epidemic to a me versus we culture and a fear of coming across as needy.
We're afraid to be vulnerable. We're afraid to ask for help. We think of it as a sign of weakness. Hyper-reliance, self-reliance, individualism at the expense of community is at the crux of it. Time management, attention management. We're living in the attention economy, right? So I think all of these things push us to figure it out yourself.
Loneliness is an even bigger health concern for seniors. Research does show, social isolation significantly increases the risk of dementia, heart disease, depression, strokes, and premature death. And there's some disturbing new information about teens and the use of AI chatbots. Researchers in Britain found 1 in 10 teenagers finds conversations with AI chatbots are more satisfying than talking with actual people. 1 in 3 would choose AI over humans for serious conversations. Researchers suggest problematic chatbot use as a new mental health risk that should be screened by doctors. Signs to look for include treating AI as a friend, using it compulsively, or increasing social isolation. Coming up, getting ready to ring in the new year, the big test today in New York City. What will be different about the year's ball drop at Times Square? Hey, let's give you a live look at Times Square in New York City. The countdown is on for the new year, the new this year for the iconic celebration. The ball drop will happen twice. Once to ring in 2026, then just a few minutes later, the ball will be relit to mark the United States' 250th anniversary. And today, a crowd gathered in Times Square for a gullible practice run for the thousands of pounds of confetti that will rain down when the new year arrives later this year, or later this week. Organizers test launch colorful confetti into Times Square. It's preparation for the spectacle that millions around the world will watch at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve.
This year, for the first time ever, we are setting a world record here in Times Square with nearly 3 tons of confetti. We're going to start off at 10 p.m. with purple and yellow confetti. At midnight, we have a mixture of colorful rainbow confetti. And then to celebrate America's 250th anniversary year, we're going to have red, white, and blue confetti. 5,500 pounds of confetti.
And someone gets to sweep all that up. Fun. Well, this year, as in the past, visitors could go to the New Year's Eve wishing wall to write their 2026 wishes on the confetti that will be released when the new year arrives. That's it for the afternoon edition. Remember, we're streaming 24/7 on the free CBS News app. Our next newscast is at 5 o'clock with myself and Liz Cook. Have a great afternoon.